Discover the movie. How's this look?
What is that?
Oh,
Is that like a set, a movie set?
that's kind of cool. Look at me. Oh, look how my arm comes out.
Oh. Anyway, all right. So, welcome to this Blerd Talk podcast episode where we are discussing something we have not discussed in a long time.
Very long time.
Video games. Yep, we're back. You all right, Kenny? Kenny's like, oh. Anyway, yeah. So we're Alex, you're dumb. So, yeah, we're talking about on this episode of video games and the upcoming releases. So, Sega had a showcase. Sony had a showcase. Was there any other showcases that came up?
Yeah, Nintendo had one, Microsoft had one. To my knowledge, they usually always do their own thing. I only watched the Sony one, to be honest with you. I don't even think I watched the other ones.
So Sega had one. They had far as I know, they showed 3 games and they all was like Yakuza related. They had now apparently they're dropping the Yakuza name and going with Like a Dragon.
Motherfucking dragon.
Oh, I didn't know they're dropping the Yakuza name.
Yeah, they're retiring that and now they're just going with I think because it's called Like a Dragon in Japan anyway, right?
I have no idea. I could have sworn it was still called Yakuza in Japan.
Oh well, I'm pretty sure you're about to Google it. So, yeah, but they're going with the Like a Dragon. So it's Like a Dragon 8, with Ichiban. Bless you, sir.
Excuse me. Thank you.
With Ichiban and Kiryu is he looked like Dante from Devil May Cry. So a lot of people was making jokes like that in the comments. Then they show another one with Kiryu. He's I don't know. He changed his name. He changed his identity. He's calling himself something else now. He disconnected himself with the world. But somebody in the trailer, some guy comes and gives him a job. So I'm excited for that. They got another one. It's a remake of something where like you are the characters from Yakuza, but you're not. It's like no real story. You just blindly doing stuff. It seemed like. So I'm excited. Huh?
It's a story of it. It's one of those off-brand games they usually make.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's called Like a Dragon. In Japan, outside Japan, yeah.
Katanas and guns.
So you talking about the beat 'em up?
Yeah,
the Dynasty Warriors one they're making.
But yeah, so I'm excited for those because I've become more of a fan of the Yakuza series, or Like a Dragon series. I'm really invested. I'm like James now, and I'm highly invested in anticipating for the next one, which is Like a Dragon 8. What are the ones that you saw that I know we discussed the ones for Sony, like God of War, Ragnarok, and what other ones?
The biggest one I'm looking forward to still is Gotham Knights. So I mean that's just dropping later this year, and not even anything in the showcase. But I'm just looking forward to playing that and just seeing how it is.
I wish that was more than 2 players. I think it was at first it was said to be more like us 3 could jump in, but now it's just 2 people at a time.
Yeah, I think what they did it for like balancing, and I wouldn't feel like balancing. That's a hot mess to balance.
Well, if you play more than 2 people at a time.
Yeah, that's just a hot mess to balance.
I mean, I can see
I'd rather it be 4, but it's all right. I'm happy enough I get to play with someone else at least. So if it does well, maybe we'll get a 4-player title with a lot more characters rather than just these 4. So maybe it'll pave the way to have like other characters in with the Bat family, which would be pretty cool.
One Sony the game is already out, but Last of Us Part 1 remake. That game looks gorgeous. It's so beautiful, Alex. Like
they do so well at making their game look so good. Like I was saying the same thing with Part 2, where I was like, yo, this game is just the attention to detail.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
And I've become like, whenever I get a PS5, I will buy Last of Us Part 1 and 2 and just play it, because now I'm coming more and more. I want to play it. Now I've seen you play it. You streamed it, Alex, when you played it. And I was like, okay, this looks pretty cool. And then
I seen Part 1. Have you actually ever played any?
No, I never played none of them.
Oh wow. Yeah, don't do Don't do grounded like I did.
Oh no, definitely not.
Nah, yeah,
Because
play
you
on normal too.
because
I'm a
you a
masochist.
glutton. You a glutton for
Yeah,
punishment. Like,
I
and
am.
I don't like that. I'm not. I want to be as easy as possible. I want to
You
coast.
were like, "Oh, that's so real." You just died in one shot. I was like, "Yeah, he saw me," and I'm dead.
Nah, I'm not. Nah, I'm not a fan of stressing myself out when I'm playing video games. So, but being that it came out, it does look very good. It looks they remade it to look like Last of Us 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I can sit there and just watch that on YouTube like all day, like just watch both of the games. But I didn't know that Nintendo and who else? Microsoft. Wow,
I think Microsoft probably had.
y'all getting carried away
I
with those
didn't see any.
backwards.
Hey,
City, bro. With the feet up wait.
oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah. So which one? Nintendo had one. Like I said, I didn't watch it. My friend Milano, he just let me know Splatoon 3 came out, so I'm excited to see that series is still kind of going strong
Wait, what?
because I
What is
really
it?
enjoyed it. Splatoon.
I don't know
It's
what that is.
a new IP for Nintendo. Uh,
Mm.
People always like criticize Nintendo being like, y'all only got Mario and like Metroid. But then like when you really think about it, like Nintendo actually has a lot of different IPs that they do. So it's nice to see other IPs like getting their own like world to dive into. But yeah, I mean if you haven't seen Splatoon,
I'm
I
about
think
to.
you actually probably like it. To be honest with you, you look at it and be like, this is weird. And then like you kind of watch it for a minute or two and be like,
You be like,
hey, this is kind of cool.
I'm kind of fucking with this a little bit.
Yeah. So it's pretty much it's paintball. It's a long story short. It's like the goal is to paint the stage your color as much as your color as you can, but other people, the enemy teams try to do the same. So in order to kill people, you you blow them up with paint. So it's actually a pretty cool premise with it. You play as like these little squiddies or these inkies or whatever they're called now.
Yeah, I googled it just now, and
Hmm.
I'm seeing Splatoon 3.
Yeah.
It looked like a fun game to play with other people, like a party game type of thing.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I don't know if anyone takes like that seriously. Thank goodness. Hopefully they
Yeah.
don't. Are they taking mad hardcore now?
So and they have a tournament for it.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just like, it's
Yeah, I mean, once again, at the start of it, it was a pretty chill game to play. I don't know how chill it is now, but regardless, I'm happy to see it continuing through. I'd love to see more Pigments get made too. That'd
bro
be
for
real
real.
cool.
Like, God,
That was such a cool title that they came
What, you
out
said
with, and then
Pikmin?
just yeah.
Okay, I never
Oh,
cared for for that.
Yeah. But I'm saying like usually people who like care about are like either super deep in Nintendo and that's really most of what they do, or they're
Mm.
like out. Like usually I don't find people that are like too much in between. And then
Uh,
obviously we're getting another Fire Emblem as well. So like woo for all of our Fire Emblem people. I mean it's not like it's bad. It's just
shit.
it's the same. Yeah, like that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with it, you know. Just if you like Fire Emblem, here's another one. Cool.
what you think about Tekken?
Okay, so that release. Did you watch that?
I
Actually, I
did.
think you posted it too. Yeah, like
Either
that.
me
That
or Milano
cinematic
posted it.
was beautiful. So like I saw it before y'all posted, like literally like an hour or two before y'all posted. And I was just looking like, I'm not even a Tekken player.
Me neither.
And this looks
But I
so
want it.
good.
I want to buy it just because it looked like it's probably the finale. Because Jin wanted to fight Kazua for like his whole life. He finally gets
Seeing
to.
this beginning cutscene ever since I was 10 in the arcade. And like they just been scrapping. So like I'm like, okay, is this ever gonna end? Like
Yeah.
ever?
So like Hihachi, the overall story is kind of convoluted or confusing. Like because I was actually watching a YouTube video. A dude did like a retrospect on Tekken, and so he was like Hihachi tossed Kazua off just to because first is make sure he was tough. If he can come
Yeah,
back, then that's my son. Then apparently it got retcon,
apparently.
which is weird. This is just the weird way to go about it. But you can just do a DNA test. But whatever. Anyway, so um,
Nah,
then they
that's weak. You guys survived the volcano toss first.
so then they said they I think they retconned it to where he had the devil gene because of his mother had the devil gene. So I guess when they fought and he killed the mom, he had threw him off to see if he had the devil gene, and then if he came back, then he knew he had the devil gene. I'm like, wait, we can't just do some DNA testing or something? I don't know. It was just weird. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So he come back. Oh yeah, he got the devil gene. That's for sure now. So then, wait, who gets tossed off in Tekken 2? Did Hachi get tossed off the cliff? Yeah.
No, Jin gets talked off in Tekken 2.
No, Jin
Yeah.
wasn't.
If we had Milano here, he'd be able to tell us in a heartbeat. I just know these people been getting tossed off cliffs and volcanoes like for a long time.
Video of just that man throwing people in the volcano, bro.
Yeah, it was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah,
Showcase.
Somebody got tossed off a cliff. Then somebody else got tossed off the same cliff as out of spite and to be petty. And then somebody got tossed into a volcano. And somehow they're both alive. Somebody survived. It was Kazua. Kazua survived a damn active volcano. Whatever. Anyway, so they found out he was alive like what, 2 Tekkens later? Then when they went back to go get his body, he beat everybody up, and now we're right back where we started. Now they beefed out with different corporations. It's like Nintendo and Sega beefed out or something. Like the G Cord and the Mishima, whatever.
Yeah. So, we got that coming out, which is looking pretty good, to be honest with you. We got Street Fighter 6 coming. So that's looking really fucking good as well. I'm actually really excited for that. Just scrolling through the Nintendo Direct, we got, I didn't even know this was coming out, Tales of Symphonia Remaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually kind of exciting.
The character designs of Street Fighter. I like how I like how Ryu looks. I like how I know. I like how was it Dawson?
Awesome.
Yeah, I like how he looked. He got the gray beard. I fuck with that.
Yeah, I was getting old.
Everybody getting old.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they're evolving their characters instead of looking the same, like in Tekken.
That's demons.
Yeah.
Paul's the only one that look different.
Really?
Who?
How's Paul look now?
Paul's literally.
Oh yeah, he got a beard now. He got like a blonde. He got like a blonde beard.
He getting old.
Yeah, he don't even want to win the championship. He don't care about winning no more. He's just there just for the hell of it, just to like mess around or something.
And King keeps getting different generations.
Yeah,
Wait, so it's a different person now?
Different person for every king.
Oh.
Like every 2 or 3 kings, it's a different one. Sebastian would know. Sebastian's a King fan apparently. So
King fanatic, bro. I am too, but
Yeah. If I played anyone, it'd be King or Paul. Because that man hit so hard. He's literally the reason why I stopped playing Tekken, by the way. I was playing the story mode in like Tekken 5 or 6, and I got the Paul. And he like 3-pieced me. And I was just a below.
he hits you with that charge punch.
Yeah, like I didn't know any man could hit that hard. I need to read Paul's story because I don't get it.
he's just an American dude that can fight. That's all.
Nah, bro. What he did to my HP bar was not fair.
Yeah, because that man, that charge up punch he does, he will have if you get hit by it.
Yeah, he made me actually stop playing. I was like, I don't want to deal with a game with this man in it. Same thing with you and Rufus, Dante.
Man.
When I beat you a Rufus in Street Fighter 4.
I don't know why you're bringing up old shit.
Hey, you all that for it before all that for it was a thing? The man turned off his whole console. He said, if you beat me with this fat fuck, I am not playing this game no more.
And I don't think I played it since. I don't think
beat you like Magic Pixel out.
I don't think I played.
Bros.
I don't think I played a Street Fighter game ever since.
Ever since then,
I honestly don't remember ever.
Though.
I mean, I might.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm kind of the last fighting game I played was Mortal Kombat.
Which one?
The last one, 11, and then that DLC they came with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, but for me, I'm not really into like fighting games. I'm into fighting games, but it's just like I knew those games covered. But High on Life, excited for that.
That looks pretty cool.
Hogwarts Legacy, really excited for that.
Hey, cancel culture, go.
Wait, for what? Which one? Which one? What are you talking about?
Hogwarts Legacy. That's the Harry Potter series.
Yeah. But why you say cancel culture, go?
What you mean? People don't like Rollins for some reason.
Cause she said something about
she said things that hurt people's feelings, and they ain't like that. So they gonna cancel anything around
I'm getting it.
But, but
She
to be
getting
honest
my
with you,
coins.
it ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, the people gonna buy the game anyway.
Yeah, like me.
They've been one that's for so long. Cancel culture ain't stopping this.
One of my coworkers, we was talking about video games recently, and one of my coworkers said, "Bro, I don't even watch Harry Potter. I don't think I even like Harry Potter, but I'm buying that game. That game look nice."
Yeah, I looked at it, so I was like, I never even finished the Harry Potter, but I want to play this.
It's just use my switch and flick.
It literally looks like Bully, but Hogwarts.
Yeah, but with wands.
Yeah, man. Like I wonder if they're gonna have like a wonder system. You start slinging spells.
Yeah, so I can see Midnight Sun, which I'm waiting on the XCOM game. It's coming out December, somewhere in December.
Yeah, it's the Marvel XM game you're talking about.
Yeah,
The card system.
yeah.
Looks fun.
Killer Clowns from Space. I'm actually excited for that too, because that's a 3v7.
The what's it called?
Killer Clowns from Space.
That sounds maybe
it's an old movie. Old movie.
From outer space.
Yeah. It's an old movie.
Yeah.
So it's clowns from space, and you got to kill them, or you?
No, they killing you.
Oh Jesus, that's horrible. That's the if anybody's like have a fear of clowns, that's probably the worst.
Hey, yeah, I'm a surprise Milano though.
Yeah,
You don't like
Huge
clowns?
fear. No,
Yeah,
he is
huge.
huge. It's bad.
I wonder why. We needed to have a therapy session on why he's such a why he's so fearful.
It's just clowns are just weird.
Clowns terrify people.
But yeah, Killer Clowns from Space. That's a 3v7. I think like now we're getting into the era where now developers are just making more games.
You gotta put the mic closer to your face. Are y'all about to fight over the mic? What's going on? Now I can't hear you at all.
All right. Now I think we're in an era where game developers are starting to realize that people want multiplayer games where they can play with their friends more than 4, because that's always it's either been 3 or 4, but now there's a lot of games where it's like 7. So Killer Clowns in Space is 3v7. I'm hoping it does really well because it looks like fun. Say Killer Clowns. Dead Island 2. That looks really good.
What's that?
I've never.
Redfall.
I never played any Dead Island games, so I have no idea what that's about.
You would have a blast, Dante.
Like as
playing that game,
like single player or multiplayer?
It's multiplayer. It's a 4-player game.
Yeah, I think you really like it.
Yeah, Dead Island 2. Excited for that. He already said Gotham Knights. There's next year is looking promising.
So
Yeah.
Outer Worlds 2 comes out.
Yeah, Outer Worlds 2 comes out. Yeah, I'm waiting on that. You know that.
I know you've been Outer Worlds out lately. I've been
It's
seeing
like
you. You said what?
Diablo 4.
I ain't worried about that.
I didn't know people even still play Diablo. Like I remember
A lot of people
Diablo
that
back
still
when I was
play
like in high
Diablo.
school. I think it was Diablo 2 when I was in high school. When we was in high
Diablo
school.
2 was lit.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I saw it.
We
I
have to
noticed.
mention this game because we just have to. But Wukong, the story is so Wukong.
What's it called?
The Black
Black man.
Black Myth. Yeah, and there's another one. Walk with Water. It's another.
Chinese, but it was Korean.
Yeah.
It's a lot of new titles, which is really actually good to see.
Good to see. Yeah.
Really good to see.
I'm happy to see that the Chinese or Korean is starting to come. A lot of their games are starting to come to the Western end because they actually have a fairly well and polished fighting systems in their games. Now the story wise is all over the fucking place, but the fighting is fantastic because Way of the Samurai. That game is great.
Oh, I forgot about
Fighting-wise,
that. I didn't know that was Korean though. Oh, Korean.
I think
made.
it was probably Chinese. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
But Way of the Samurai is more Japanese. Way of the Samurai has like the most interesting story if you can figure it out.
Google it. Google the story.
Because as Alex, we were talking about it one time. He was like, he started the game, he died, and that was the end of his story. Yeah,
Wait,
you,
what? What? Wait,
you,
wait, wait,
you,
wait,
you only
wait.
get one life in the game.
Yeah.
And Way of Samurai?
Yeah, wait a second. You only get one life, so when you die,
Get stories over.
But then that makes you want to replay it more, right?
that's why it's very
So many stories you can go
it,
through.
so many stories you can. It's like you remember the old school shit. You remember Shenmue?
Yeah. I never played it, but I know you. I
Yeah,
have
you know
it.
how Shenmue where it's just like okay, certain time of day you have to do this, or you miss out on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what Way of the Samurai times 100. So it's just like if you go through this certain pathway, it's just like, all right, bro, you chose this path. You go this way, and whatever branch path they got on there too. So it's just like, the end of one of them was that you had to kill Nobunaga.
Well, Shenmue?
Yeah, yeah, no. I'm talking about Way of the Samurai.
Oh,
Way of the
okay.
Samurai is like you can kill Nobunaga and save the free people, or you just don't and leave.
And so,
You just
and
do nothing and beat the game by doing nothing.
well, damn.
Yeah.
So, is there
It's
any?
a lot.
Is there? So, is this is so the this one that's coming out? Is this a remake of the original, or is that the game? What are you talking about? Like, that's what I'm trying
I'll
to.
just give him a reference of it. Yeah, that's just Chinese because Chinese and stuff like games like that. Reborn, Crisis Reborn. Oh,
Now, now,
well,
Alex. Now, Alex is in and out of the mic now.
Just all the new Final Fantasies coming out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I had like a
They got the
nerdgasm.
resets.
I heard.
They
I
were
had
as good as they
nerdgasms.
used to be. I'd have one too, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
like, oh my god, I can't wait for Rebirth. And then they got the remake of Crisis Core. Oh my god, I can't wait.
Crisis
I
Core, Rebirth, and then obviously Final Fantasy. I think we're at 16 now.
yeah, Crisis Core. I'm actually excited for 16 though,
Yeah.
because
I
just
wanna play
the
that.
battle system. That's it.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry 16.
And then I don't know if you've seen the Texas Chainsaw game, Dante.
I've heard of it,
That's
but I didn't look into it, but I heard of it.
yeah. It's a 3v4. So you
So
get more
really,
hmm
oh, that should be fun.
Yeah. Three of the killers, Bubba, the hitchhiker, and then the cook versus four survivors.
So it's like Dead by Daylight, except it's more killers on the stage at
Yeah,
a time.
exactly. So we're starting to see a lot more of the asymmetrical horror genre, kind of take off.
So the Final Fantasy, let's touch on Final Fantasy games for a second. So
Mhm.
um, I don't know if Kenny played the remake, but I know me and you have. What are your expectations for
My
this?
expectations are for them to figure out what consoles they're going to put it on because I'm not swapping from my PS4 to trying to find a PS5 to them saying it's released on PC. And then no, I'm not doing this. So like
Mhm.
I told you before, I was like, look, I think I'm just gonna wait till everything hits PC and then kind of go from there. So like let people have all their fun with it. I'll just avoid, all the posts until it comes out to
Oh,
PC.
I can't.
You can't do.
I can't. Like if I don't have a PS5 either, right? So we all have PC.
Mhm.
So none of us have
Yeah.
PS5s. So
Mhm.
we're gonna have to wait
Yeah.
to for like a port or whatever they have to do with that.
A year
There is
port.
there is no possible way for me to avoid it
Mhm.
as often as I am on YouTube. There's
I'm
there's
pretty
no
sure
possible way.
you could
Like
do that.
I mean, I could. I kind of don't want to. I want to know the story. Like me watching somebody else play it on YouTube is not going to stop me from buying the game.
Yeah. Like
So
I want to play it to experience it myself. But that's what I'm
right,
like feeling like with Interlude. Like I haven't played Interlude yet. So I'm just like, do I get that now to play through because it finally hit PC? Because
yeah,
you can start that by itself. I thought you needed your save file. And people were like, no, you can actually start it separate. And your save files have anything to do with it. I was like, all right, that's cool. But I'll have my save file for part two if you pull data from part one to part two, which I don't know if they confirmed if you can or not. Like I haven't looked up to see.
yeah. I haven't
So
looked
I'm
it up
just
neither.
like,
Something like that hat.
yeah, but I'm just like, I kind of want what I did and put like, the hundreds. I think I was like around the hundreds, 120 hour mark on the PS for me on PS4 the part one version. And I was like, I want that time to carry through for something. But if not, I'm like,
But then
I did
so
all this extra stuff.
but then even if you see that's the thing I was always confused about with that whole concept. It's like let's say you carried over your data, right? You
Mhm.
already like level like what 40 at the end of part one of remake. So it's like you're gonna be level 40 in the beginning. So how high can you go? Where's the cap as far as leveling? If you can just
Well, the thing is that if they do it, they'll probably put another level ceiling on it.
like level, you can be level 200.
Wait, is there?
I
Can you go
think,
past
yeah,
50?
yeah, I think you can. I'd have to look past mine. So okay, they made a save data transfer from PS4 to PS5, but I don't think they did one for PC, like PS4 to PC. And that's a transfer guide. And even so, like I don't know if part one will carry over to part two. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I feel like but either way, regardless of that part of the game, I feel like with them changing the story with Zach being alive, and then they having Crisis Core. I'm assuming that Crisis Core is going to tie into why
Zach is
Zach is
alive.
alive. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be.
Mhm.
It makes no sense if they didn't.
So
Because
why else would you?
they
Why else would you remake it? You know what I'm saying? And they
when I
kept
saw
it. They
Some
some
kept it
people,
on the
probably
low.
because people might not have like played that game. First of all, a lot of people didn't play it because it was only on the PSP, and then it went to something else small. So they might be remaking it because this would be the time to do anything with Zach because Zach's here. The
Right, right,
same way,
right.
like it would be great if they remade Dirge of Cerberus because now we're getting those characters in here too.
So it's
So
like
like,
just
don't be
to
surprised. Yeah, it's a perfect
okay,
timing to do that.
just to capitalize on the
Yeah,
hype.
hey guys, that character, and you like Final Fantasy? Here's another one, and it happens to have that character.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I was sold as soon as I saw the updated graphics. I was like, wait, what is this? I didn't know it was an actual remake of the game, and it just came out of left field for me because I didn't even know they even. I didn't see any announcements. I didn't see
Mhm.
any news about it until at that point. So I'm thinking it was part of the part two, the rebirth, but apparently it's a
Mhm.
completely separate thing. So I'm excited. Like I think I'm more excited. I'm equally excited for Final Fantasy and Like a Dragon, or in that series that they're doing, that Sega's doing with them.
Yeah. No one, based on what I'm researching from like save that data from part one to part two, most people are thinking it's nothing's gonna like carry over. It's just gonna be like a brand new start.
won't be bad. They should have put a
Square Enix,
level cap on the game,
Hmm.
so you'll be like a level cap of 50, right? And then like in
hmm
the next game, it's like 50 to 75.
Yeah.
Because that's what Dot Hack did back in the days.
But then, so is Rebirth that's just it? That's it after that one, or are they still making a part three?
hmm Yeah, that's Square Enix.
Yeah, or
I'm
they
just
could
getting
just
a yeah, I'm getting a bunch of I don't knows and doubt it type deals. Huh. Yeah, and
But
I'm gonna let that go.
do you
What's
remember?
part two come out anyway?
Do you remember when I think in Crisis Core remake and in Rebirth. Remember in the original, you get to play a Sephiroth for like a few minutes, and you
Mm-hmm.
was just dropping everything.
And he just starts smacking everything.
And
And then Cloud is there with you and he's pretty useless.
yeah, he's just trash. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited to see that in
See him
4K.
as trash again?
Huh?
See him as trash again?
No, no, no. I was just playing a Sephiroth again, like in 4K
Mm-hmm.
resolution. Like that's just that'd be exciting for me.
Yeah.
I
I mean, just
do.
seeing the whole story and just what they do with it.
Yeah, I am curious as to. I think when it got posted in your Discord, Alex,
Mm-hmm.
Kiryu had white hair or white gray hair,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really interested to see what the hell's going on with him because his journey. I mean, I played up to. I'm on Yakuza 3, so I played 7, 0, 1, and 2.
Right.
So I'm on Yakuza 3, but it's just, I know he has a journey, right? So I'm curious. I'm invested in that. So I'm like, so even though James not here, shout out to James for putting me on that series because I would never have played it otherwise if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, we're getting a remake part three. They confirm here Final Fantasy Remake Part 3 has already begun.
Oh,
It's gonna be an
development.
original game, yeah, development. Part two is the original game, which is called Rebirth now. A more grippy experience than part one. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna carry through.
So 3 is going to be called what? Reborn, remake, rebirth, and reborn.
It could be. I mean, that would be. It's not a bad ploy there.
But
Yeah, I don't know, like much about. I didn't even play the Final Fantasy 7
what, the original
Remake.
or the remake?
the remake.
You should. You really
Yeah,
should.
I should do a lot of things.
Come on, Kenny. Just be like the rest of us and play remake.
I was in Kuwait when it came out, and I was just like, not really interested in it.
Jesus Christ, Kenny.
I was happy everybody else was though.
Yeah, I know. Like when it came out, I played it like right away. Like I had pre-order and everything.
Yeah, I saw like it happened right when COVID, and I saw Alex was on it every day.
Yeah, bro. Oh, you don't know how long I've been waiting for a Final Fantasy game that was good. I've been waiting since after 10. It's been so long since they've given us an actual good Final Fantasy. And
Uh,
even then, it's not even like a new one. It's obviously an older one.
but
So
what's crazy though, because like I was playing it so much. Charlize said she had dreams about it because it'll be on the TV and I just be playing it. Like she would like had dreams, and I was like, that was funny to me. But yeah, so I mean, is there any other any games or showcases that y'all can? Cause I only knew about Sega and Sony. I didn't know. I know Alex said Nintendo and somebody else.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There was Dead Island 2. There was that's medieval, whatever, what water is or whatever. I wish I had a PS5 because I'd be playing the Wulong demo right
Just
now.
go ahead and get a PS5, man.
I don't know.
Just
Yeah,
go.
Wulong is coming. Shut up. Wulong is coming out next year. That's made by Team Ninja. Team Ninja's been crushing it. Like everybody is hating on Team Ninja because of Strangers in Paradise. Honestly, that game is fun to all hell. Like everybody's like the story is bad. I'm like, this game is fun. Like, but they're making another game. It's another Souls-like game, and I was actually hyped about that game because as when Alex saw the trailer, I showed Alex the trailer of it, and he was like, "There was no gameplay." I was like, "There's gonna be gameplay pretty soon." Then they released gameplay like that, and you see at the end of the trailer, you see Lubu. I was like, "Oh yes."
Damn, sound like you was
okay,
having like
Microsoft.
a moment.
Yeah, dog. I haven't seen. There hasn't been anything that had the Dynasty Warrior characters or the Three Kingdom characters in a long time. So seeing Lubu in a Team Ninja game, you know that man will be clapping your cheeks together.
The other game, because I finally looked up the name for it, Flintlock. That's on the Microsoft side.
Yeah,
I'm actually pretty interested in seeing how that's going to turn out.
I saw that game and I was just like, she has the pet,
Yeah, it's the one with the pet.
the pet, and then she is like a flintlock, but and an axe, and I'm just like, okay, let's see how this.
See what the story for this is.
That game, and then also Team Ninja's making another game, that's coming out in 2024, and I forgot what that one was called, but it's another samurai-esque game. It looks like Tenshu Z, and I was just like, oh man, go ahead, Team Ninja, do what y'all do, do what your name is,
What, Rise of Ronin?
Yeah, Rising Up Ronin, yeah.
Do ninja games like your name
Do
says.
ninja games like y'all do. But yeah, so I'm really excited for anything that Team Ninja comes out because they haven't let me down yet. Cyberpunk's new DLC is coming out. I'm excited for that one.
Especially since they supposedly had like fixed the game.
The game had its issues, but that people finally stopped blaming developers and started blaming the right people, which were the CEOs and stuff.
Like for like rushing them through deadlines and stuff.
Yeah, rushing through deadlines and stuff. And it's also, I mean, people don't want to take accountability for it, but it's also, the people's fault also because they're like, oh my God, I want this game to come, I want this game to come, blah, blah. CEOs are like, money, 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 we got to release it now. So there's that. But that DLC is coming out for that, which was on the Gamescom, which is it was really nice.
Yeah, that's all I got though. So anything I'm looking forward to.
You got more games that you're looking forward to. You just don't know them.
They're out there. They're out there somewhere, Alex.
They ain't come down anytime soon. I ain't got the time to play them if they did.
I know didn't you want to play Midnight Sun?
Yeah.
I know Midnight Sun. They finally confirmed because people were like, "Are we able to create our own character?" And they finally confirmed, "Yeah, you're creating your own character." And I was like, "Thank God."
Yeah, I'm saying we chatted about that already though.
Yeah.
I'm saying anything else that we haven't chatted about. I mean, hopefully it's good.
That's most of the games on Gamer Con.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy and Like a Dragon for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Like a Dragon. That one, the turn-based one, don't come out until 2024.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, Like a Dragon 8.
Yeah.
I know. Like I'm not concerned with the one where it's like that random one that you was talking about, Kenny.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned with that one. I don't really care for that one. But the one, like I was saying in the beginning of this podcast, that the one where you like Reeves like in a level of not in a level. He's out in the middle of nowhere apparently, and he's like trying to meditate and rechange his identity. That one, I want to know the story behind that one. So that one,
Orphan kids.
yeah, that would hold me over because like part 2 of Final Fantasy comes out next year, right? Like beginning of next year.
They're saying next year winterish.
So Q1 of 2023.
Q4.
Q3 or 4. Let me
Cool.
read like that. There's a couple different dates I was looking at. So
yeah, like Q4 is actually winter.
Oh really? I thought Q1. Okay, so what's Q1?
Q1 is like January through.
Right,
think
that's
of
not
it.
winter.
Think of it like 4. Think of it in 4 months. Q1 being January, February, March, April. Just think of it in 4 splits.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
game Final Fantasy Rebirth scheduled late 2023 or early 2024.
Oh, so it must got put. I saw one that said early
Because
2023.
one used to say April. The first one I saw said April, and then I kept looking, and now I found this date. It seems to be the more recent one.
Yeah, when I see Q4, I just don't expect it to come out till the end of the year. Q3, I expect around like
Summer,
in
late summer,
middle to end summer, and then like Q2 is like spring, and then Q1 is like the end of winter.
Okay, well, either way, that's what I'm excited for. So, but yeah, it was good to have this talk about video games again.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, because Alex was like, he said it in the channel. We haven't talked about this in a while.
We're gonna talk about Blerd related in a while, my guy.
No, yeah, I mean, well, and this is what I wanted to mention last episode when we did the Struggles of a Podcast. The stereotypical nerd topics as video games, anime, and comic books, right? And I just don't want to box us in, but that's not the point of this podcast. Either way, moving on.
Unbox us. Let's be free.
Exactly. Thank you. But yeah, we do need to talk about what we originally started with. Yeah.
The Little Mermaid, right?
Oh, we can. I really don't have an opinion about that.
No, I was just joking. I was wanted to end.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have an opinion about that at all, to be honest. But
I'm just happy my wife wants to see it. So.
I mean, yeah, like my sister wanted to see it. Apparently, she's been posting her ass off about it on Facebook. Good for her. Or good for anybody. Either way. Yeah, either way. Anyway, so thank you for anybody who's going to listen or who is watching, if it's not us, 3 viewers. Thank you for watching this episode of the Blerd Talk Podcast. Blerd Talk Podcast on all streaming platforms, bro.
You got a problem, bro.
He's just channeling.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It is. Anyway, we out of here.